video, we're going to be talking about cutting pizzas and sending them in the right direction via the dining option, the ticket times, whatsoever. As a cutter, there's many things you need to do besides just cutting. You need to read the ticket, send it to the right place, if it's out with the delivery driver, or if it's in the deck oven or on the table. You need to work with the delivery driver, communicate with the Gen 5s to know what pizza's coming out for what dine-in, if it's taking too long, whatsoever. Let's go over the basics first. First, we're going to go over our ovens. We have two conveyor ovens, the top and bottom. We have the top off late at night. And we have the bottom oven, and this shows the actual the set temperature, and then you press this, it'll show the actual temperature. So you want these to be the same. It takes 5 minutes to go through the oven. As we have pizza coming out right now. And second, we have our deck oven at around 700 degrees, which we bake a lot of our ingredients in, the chicken wings, mushrooms. And we have the top one, which is we use as a warmer, but that we have off, and then the heat rises from the bottom ovens, and we keep our pizzas warm in here. So phone orders and online takeouts will go in there. Just to emphasize, we'll talk about it later, but you need to know no carryouts or deliveries will ever go into the deck oven. They'll go in either direction, the out or up here. But you need to know no carryouts or deliveries will ever go into the deck oven. So I'm going to show you how to cut the pizza itself. For this pizza, we have a 10-inch pizza, which is a peculiar case because it's the only one cut different out of all our sizes. A 10-inch is cut into 6 slices, and all the other piece sizes are cut into 8. The 10 inches are like our cheesy garlic breads. They're cut into 6 too. Next, I'm gonna actually cut the pizza. After reading the ticket and realizing it's not a dine-in, I'm gonna go from the side, get the pizza. I'm gonna put it in the box to avoid cutting on the metal. So I'm gonna get the pizza like this, press firmly, rotate it, and then cut into 6 slices. Make sure it's all separate, and then close the box, and then put the ticket with it. Before cutting the pizza, you need to read the ticket thoroughly, because most special requests will always be on the bottom, like double cut, do not cut, square cut. Most of it's self-explanatory, but sometimes you don't know. So for double cut, you're gonna cut the slices in half. You're gonna cut it normal, and then cut the slices in half, so it's double the cuts, double the slices. Now I'm gonna go briefly over our dining options. One, we have the dine-in with no table number, which means the front of house forgot to put it on there, or it's a kiosk. You're still gonna take it to the expediter station in the Gen 5 and let them figure it out. Dine-in with table number is easy. Put it on the plate, take it to the Gen 5. They're here and ready to eat. Next is carry-out, which is like dine-in, where the people are here, but they're not eating it here. They want to go home. So we need to get that food out fast to them so they can leave and leave happy. Normal is 10 to 15 minutes, but we want to exceed their expectations. Phone order is someone calling in and asking for a pizza that they're going to come pick up later. So we're going to put that in the warmer, not on the table, so that when they come here, it's still warm and not cold. And that's in relation to online takeout the same way. We're going to put that in the warmer so it doesn't get cold. Next, we have delivery and online delivery, basically the same. We're never going to put that on the table for the Gen 5 or in the warmer, because they're going to forget about it. We need to always coordinate with the delivery driver so that it goes out, put it in a bag, whatever, but not in the deck oven because it's going to get forgotten. To harken back to phone orders and online takeouts, like I said, we're usually always going to put them in the deck oven, but there's a special case when we don't. If it's circled, that means they are here and ready for their food. So we're not going to put it in the deck oven, because that means the Gen 5 is not going to see it, and the customer is going to wait until we find out 30 minutes later, and the customer is angry and wants to yell at everybody. So if it's circled on a phone order or online takeout or whatever, you need to treat it as a carryout and put it on the Gen 5 station. If it's circled on a phone order or online takeout or whatever, you need to treat it as a carryout and put it on the Gen 5 station. Now I'm going to talk about how you want to talk with the Gen 5, the food runners, or whoever from the front staff. It's loud in the kitchen, ovens running, people talking, so you want to project your voice and talk loud so that they can hear you. You don't want to yell at them, you don't want to be rude, but you want to project your voice so that they can hear you. For example, when you bring up half of a dine-in to the expediter tablet, they're going to want to know where it's going. So you want to be like, that's for table 22. You want to project your voice so that they can hear you. Don't yell. Other occasions, like if someone asks for a pizza, like if you have a pizza for John, and they start to walk away, you want to let them know to circle that ticket, because that's so you know that they're here. So circle the ticket, just random stuff you want. I mean, many times while you're cutting where someone from the front wants to know where pizza is, first you're going to scan the tickets in reading order left to right, see if you can find that name. Let's say Jessica. If you can't find Jessica, you need to direct them to the making table or the deck oven. It's either going to be being made or in the deck oven. If you find the ticket, you need to communicate how long that'll be. Since we talked about earlier that the conveyor oven only takes 5 minutes, it'll always be less than 5 minutes if it's in the oven. Next thing you need to communicate to them is that they need to circle the ticket so that if you hop off cut, the next person will hop on cut and know that that person's here and put it on the expediter station. That they need to circle the ticket, and know that that person's here and put it on the expediter station. It may seem like I'm talking about this a lot, but I would like to talk about if a phone order or online takeout is circled, you want to put it in the box and take it to the expediter station. Never the deck oven. Never the deck oven. Never the deck oven. Imagine it's a Friday night. The tickets are all backed up. I'm going to talk about how you would want to find a pizza. Let's say I'm looking for the 16-inch cheese. You're going to come up and look in reading order left to right. You're going to scan for the 16-inch because they're always going to be in parentheses. So you're going to want to look for that 16. You're going to go across when you find it, see if it matches the pizza you have in front of you. If not, go to the next one until you find the pizza you're looking for. I teach you, or anyone else teaches you hands-on, we'll show you how to plate pizza rolls, calzones, and cheese and garlic bits, which all of them have marinara. And with pizza rolls and calzones, you're gonna oil and put Parmesan on top, and then put the marinara with it. Next, we're gonna go over what it means when a order asks for crispy pizza. So we're gonna take the pizza from the oven without the wire. We're gonna put it in the deck oven so that the bottom will get crispy. We're gonna make sure we set a timer over here for 1 minute and 30 seconds so that we do not forget about it. It's on a Friday night. If we think we're gonna remember about it in like 2 minutes, you're gonna go over there and completely forget about it, and it's gonna be burned. So this timer is an absolute must. Next, I'm gonna talk about if they want ranch, Parmesan, marinara, whatever. So you're gonna put that in the box with the pizza so that for delivery or online takeout or whatever. I wanna show you where that is located. We have 2 things right here for Parmesan cheese and crushed red peppers. Usually we will have a thing set up here with the oil, Parmesan, and marinara. So you can use that for marinara. If not, it'll always be over here. We don't have it right here because we're closed right now. And for ranch, it's gonna be right over here on the left in the 2-ounce cup. The most important jobs you have as a cutter, besides actually cutting the pizzas, is to be a point of quality control. If a pizza comes out that says Matanga Supreme, no black olives, but when the pizza is coming out, it's just regular Supreme, you need to communicate that to the pizza line, have them get them made, see if it's actually for a different order. Like, you need to not cut that pizza normal and send it out if it's wrong. You need to control it. Now I'm going to show you how to cut a pizza for dine-in. After you've searched the tickets, realize it says dine-in, you're going to want to get the pizza trays from up here. 16, 12, 10, 20s. I already have one down here. So you're going to go at it from the side again, carefully. Take it off. But before you start cutting it, you want to grab the wire so that as the pizzas won't come out and collide with the wire, losing pizzas. You place it down. Okay. Next we want to calmly put pressure. Don't bang it or you will ruin the cutter and the spatula, which are both expensive. And you're going to cut it into 8 slices. Like this. And you really want to avoid cutting on these bolts because that'll break the spatula. You put it on like that. We'll be talking about how you want to communicate with the app station. You always want to have your ear out when you're cutting because Shoei Station, the app station, might be calling out for a ticket number or table number 25, and they want to know if it's in the oven and have a time estimate. So you need to scan your ticket, see if you have table 25, and let them know 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, because they might want to have a spaghetti out go at the same time, which we need to do. They have a delivery that they want to make, so it all matters. Next, I want to talk about how you deal with deliveries. Let's say you're cutting and you notice you have a delivery coming up. Before it comes out, you need to communicate with the delivery driver, see who's taking what, if they're taking double, triple, whatever, and get everything ready for that. Get the bags out, whatever, and communicate that the driver, oh, it's in 5 minutes, 1 minute, whatever. If a delivery comes out and they have another one in the oven, that they're going to be waiting for. What you want to do is cut it, put it in a box, get everything together, and put it in a bag, delivery bag, that we have down here, this area, so that it keeps warm. You just don't want to put it off to the side and for the delivery driver to wait, because they might not know that it's there, and it might get cold. So you want to put it in the delivery bag so it stays warm, and let the driver know that one of their deliveries is ready or their delivery is ready. Now I want to talk about like what you would do if there's no pizzas coming out, or you have a couple minutes leeway between pizzas. There's many things you can do. Namely, you can get a towel, sanitize your pizza spatulas, your pizza cutter, your table, so that we're clean environment. You can bring the wires back to where they're supposed to be. You can wipe down tables, you can sweep, or you can just ask the leader or manager, what can you do in these 2 minutes? Just don't sit there and stand, because you're not being a good team player. You're letting down the team. Now I wanted to talk about what to do if you're super overwhelmed and you can't handle it and pizzas are colliding. You need to ask for help. There's no shame in it. There's more shame in letting everything crash and burn than just asking for help. Now I want to talk about a tip to go from a good cutter to an excellent cutter. It's just reading and being aware. If a ticket asks for double cut it. If they want it to be cut in squares, cut it in squares. If a driver has a bunch of stuff on the deliveries, read it and get it assembled good, because they might not be a smart delivery driver and forget things. If they need to double check and you can have time to double check it, read the ticket, double check it. Just be self-aware, like go above and beyond, and just read the tickets and help out. Last but not least, if there's any questions you have, no matter if you've been here 1 day or 1 year, just ask. 1% doubt is 100% doubt in my book.